Welcome again to the Design Decks. It's a new day and another tutorial for the blog. So today we are going to go through how I designed this nice flyer for Rap Emporium. You can check her out on all social media platforms. You can check handles out on Instagram. At Rap Emporium here, and you can call the number too if you need one. All right. So without saying much, let's go straight to our Photoshop and start our design. Right. So as usual, file, new, A4, crop it to 4:5, enter, flatten our layer. All right, so now you are going to design the background layer here. So most of the pictures here I download them from Pinterest. You can download the pictures from Pinterest, or you can generate your own using ChatGPT or any other AI medium that you can use to generate pictures. Right, but I download most of my pictures from Pinterest. You can check their website out. All right, so we are going to design this background here, the golden background or the cream background. All right, so let's unlock our layer again and double click on it, come to gradient overlay. All right, so I have it set already, so let me open it so that you can check the color codes. So this one I used something close to white. The color code is here, FBF2E1. all right, and with this one too, something closer to the white again, in the middle, in between orange and white. All right, and the color code is FFC085. so that's it for our background layer. Okay, now the font that I use for the wrap is called Excluded. You can check it out from Fontspace or 1001 fonts. You can check their site out for the fonts and you can download them from here. And the Emporium is called Veneti Adoremus Straight Regular. Charlie fonts in the okay, so you can check them out. And the ones here, Nexa as usual. All right, so now our Wrap Emporium. So now let's draw the shape here, the rectangular shape beneath here. All right, pick our and draw our shape from here. Increase it to the top, bring it closer to the edges. So let's transform our shape, the edges of our shape. All right, so now let's go to gradient overlay again and choose the dark one. There's on radar, let's change it to linear and reverse it so that I can have it here. So for the color codes too, let me duplicate on it. Here's the color code 341E11, and with this one the color code is 573C34. Yes, so now we are done. And the pictures, you can download any picture that you want and clear the background, or take the background off and just place it on your design. So I'll drag the one that I have here and drop it on our new layer. All right, drag them here and bring it here on top here. Okay, you can leave it at anywhere that you want. One thing about design is you have to make the design your own. Just don't copy anything that you learn. can make any design you own. Let's bring it here and drag it here on top. Okay, so now let's draw the shape here with the pictures on top. Let's draw the shape. Okay, so let's choose our background layer and pick our rectangular tool again and draw our shape here and transform the edges. Let's transform the edges. Let me pause. Alright, so when you transform the edges, now you can change the color to the dark one here. You can pick this color, the dark brown. Double click on it and enable the stroke and change it to white. So it's outside white, and decrease the opacity a bit so that you can have a glass like effect at the edge of the shape. So let's increase the opacity a bit. Okay, so now let's change the blending mode to soft light. Yes. Okay, soft light. Alright, so our design is taking shape now, and with the Rab Emporium, so let's write the Rab Emporium. I decided to leave that one out. So now in the Emporium, let's change it to excluded regular. Yeah, for the Rab. So we have the Rab here. Let's format our font a bit. The character, decrease the character spacing to something around 100, because we are going to use that one as our title. We have to close the spaces in between it. Alright, so you have the wrap here. Now the Emporium. Venete Adoremus Street. Alright, now Emporium. You have to increase the character spacing. -40, -20s. Okay, alright. So let's increase the font size so that it can match with the wrap on top. Alright, so now we have our Rab Emporium here. Then you can add your logo at this space. Yes. So with the pictures inside here, you can draw your shapes here. Yes, you can draw your shapes here and transform the edges. You can hold on Alt and Shift and make a duplicate of this one. Drag it to the top a bit. So you have to get enough spaces here. So you drag it on top here, then you increase the length of this one. Okay, so now we are going to bring this one here. Shift Alt, Alt Shift here. Bring it here. Okay, but you have to drag it below. Hold Shift again, drag it here, then make a duplicate of this one to Alt bring it to the top here. All right. I think we have to shift them here on top. Yeah. And bring our picture a bit down and to the right a bit. Okay. So now let's bring our pictures. So you can bring this picture here and place it on top of this one. Then enable create a clipping mask for it. Yes, so now we have our picture in the box. So let's bring the other one also. This one, drag it. Oh no. Okay, so let's select our shape first and drag it here and bring it on top. Okay, and create a clipping mask. Create clipping mask. Yeah. Okay, let's do the same to the other ones. Place it on top. Create clipping marks for it. All right. Let's bring the last one. The last one here. Okay. So you can download all these pictures from Pinterest. Create clipping marks. Okay. So now we have to add an effect to the picture so that it can separate itself from the background layer. So let's start with this one. Choose the rectangular shape and drop shadow there. So let's zoom in so that we can see the effect in full motion. Yeah. So let me disable the drop shadow so that you can see the differences. So I've enabled it, I've disabled it, I've enabled it. Yeah, so let's increase the opacity of it and decrease the distance, and you can increase the size also. Okay, so let's come to the next one. So the effect should be on the rectangular layer, not the picture that you've clipped to the rectangular layer. Drop shadow again. Now, okay. Drop shadow again. Now this one. You can drop shadow again for this one too. Drop shadow. Okay. Alright. So now it's left with our service is the shapes here. So with the writings, I will not be doing it. You can write anything that you want on top of it. Alright. So now let's draw the shapes. Alright. So you double click on the shape that you just drew. I think it's had an effect. Let's bring it on top here. Double click on it, then gradient overlay, and you can use the same gradient overlay that you used for the background layer for this one. All right, you can use the same one, or you can go with something that can pop and better as compared to the layer that we used. Okay, so we can use this one. Use radar, reverse it. I don't know why the radar is there. Reverse it. Yeah, something like this is okay. Something like this is okay. You can use this, or you can use the linear. Any will do. Then you come to the layer beneath it, and you draw. Let's change the color to, and pick the color here, the cream color here, and draw a straight line. With height 4 pixels and width 1139. Depends on you, whatever it is that you want to do. So now we have it. Let's change the color. I think it didn't work, so let's change the color. Alright, so now it's left with the writings, and it depends on you. You can use the Nexa font to write anything that's below here. So I think we are done with the template for this flyer. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it to others so that they can also learn from here.